Three.
I am almost ready right after this fancy-ass logo plays.
Oh, right. We have a logo. It's because we're working for the Cybersports Network. This is Gwin. With me is Rance.
What's up?
And we've got Game 3 coming at you right now. This is going to be between viOLet and STX. Let's do some player intros. In the purple, playing for Team Empire, we have
viOLet.
And, of course, in the pink, the color that we don't like because we can't see it, we do have
STX.
From Team GoSu. Such a manner fellow. And holy shit, Rance. The games so far between these guys
man.
have been crazy.
I'm digging this level of competition here in STX is really strong against Zerg.
Absolutely. I mean, he almost won that last game. Just barely didn't.
Like one little 50-50 coin flip.
I mean, like if he had just if he had just pulled back and then like made Vikings, I think he would have won. Or made Ghosts, I think he would have won. But he missed that transition by just like a 30-second window.
Yep.
And that was like the biggest swing because he went and killed the fourth and the third off, or the fourth and almost killed the third off from viOLet. And just didn't quite transition quite quick enough out of it.
There we go.
But we're going to be here on Shattered Temple, and this is the map, like we said, with the golds. We had this discussion last time. I think if STX is probably the caliber of player where if he gets on that gold, that's going to be a different story, man.
True.
You know, because we saw his Marine control against those infestors of viOLet.
Yep. With
like the good split and the pullback and the whole deal. So we'll have to see. He did go gas before barracks. So we probably will see a tech play out of him. A little bit interested to see what he does with that. He's going to wall the drone in. And I think this is a decision. This is a time where I'm walled in. I know you went gas first. I'm going to take your second gas. So we'll have to see if viOLet decides to do that.
Here he comes with the Marine joining. That's definitely what's going to happen there, and the gas steal happens.
viOLet, I've noticed, though, he likes to try and cancel and run the drone away. We'll have to see if that's what he's trying to do.
Pretty low health, though. We'll see if he tries it.
And viOLet went pool and then gas, so much more standard opening there after getting his hatch first. And going for the cancel and the rebuild. There are 2 Marines here, though, so, and I've said this before, but it actually takes 3 Marines to kill a building extractor. So you can continually cancel and rebuild this if there are only 2 Marines on it. And the fact that there's only 2 Marines basically says you're doing something with your barracks and you don't want me to see it, which is a very, very good thing to note. Another cancel and rebuild.
Very insightful there, Gwin. He's going to be able to delay that second gas indefinitely.
And this actually...
And that prompts this, right? That prompted this, yes.
I don't know if it prompted it. I mean, this could have been the strategy all along, but I think these are going to go to the low ground. And we're going to see a big Hellion bio push. And there we go. Finally killed it off. Was able to kill off the drone as it popped out before it made the next one. I don't know. We'll have to see what he decides to do with this. There's a tech lab going down on this barracks. This might be... I mean, 3 barracks and 1 FAC off 1 base is actually kind of all in. You don't really have money to expand after doing that if you're going to continue macroing out of everything. viOLet's only got 1 spine. That'll be enough against these 2 Hellions, but will it be enough against whatever the follow-up is? We will have to see.
There we go, and you see the follow-up 4 Marines at a time here, early game. That's pretty fast.
Actually, yeah, 4 Marines at a time and a tank. So this is just going to be a really fast 1-base follow-up, and that actually just could catch viOLet by surprise. He doesn't have map vision, so he doesn't know if an expansion is on its way. I think he probably assumes that an expansion is on its way with, you know, all this coming out. Do we have siege mode? Nope, not quite yet. This is just denying creep and denying map vision. I really like it. STX with some great play so far. Also notice how he's keeping everything in the middle of his base. So if viOLet flies an Overlord in from one of the sides, it's not going to get spotted. Now there is an Overlord here. And I think STX knows about that, so I'm surprised he hasn't specifically tried to, you know, hide that yet.
Zergling's going to take down the rocks there, leading to the third base. And
I think viOLet, though, look at this. He knows something's up. Throwing down 2 extra spines, totally walling off the front.
Spidey sense. Well, I think you would expect 4 Hellions by now, especially based on the last couple rounds of play here.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Only making 2 out of it is going to be a tell of something. I would usually think that's more a tell of Banshees, though. But here we go. Here's the big push. Marine tank coming on out. There is no siege mode here, but this is a big 1-base all-in out of STX. I'm kind of curious as to why he's doing a big 1-base all-in like this. I mean, he was so close to winning in macro games. So, oh, and all the SCVs, bit by bit prime.
Bring it.
All right, so this
So excited.
This is really an all-in. Super all-in. 1 spine falls. The second spine's going to fall. I don't see these queens staying up. The SCVs are going to come into buffer in the front.
Ooh, and the Marines going to get the DPS on this spine crawler here. Are they going to be able to take it down? Yes, it goes down.
Absolutely.
And now that leaves 3 queens to defend here. The Marines are going to be able to DPS them down as well. And it doesn't look like there's anything back to deal with these tanks either.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean, there's the spine on the high ground, which is kind of a big deal, but I think STX might take this.
Oh, no, I don't know if he will, brother, because look at that. Ugh. I don't know. That's a lot of Marines back up. This is so tight, though. Zergling's going to hit the top side. I think viOLet might actually survive.
If viOLet survives, he has this game because this is so all-in out of STX. The supply in viOLet's favor. STX losing the last tank. And I think there it is, the GG.
Wow, he barely held it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think if viOLet hadn't made that second and third spine, that would have won for STX. But viOLet...